cannot do it. They'll turn on me.
My wife will not die for me. I will take your guts and shove it down your mouth, but that goodness won't die for me.
I cannot do it.
Make your peace. Now hell and heaven grapple.
The Crucible is based off of the Salem witch trials of 1692, the family John Proctor and Elizabeth Proctor, and how Abigail Williams calls out John Proctor's wife for being a witch, and how that really collapses the entire society as Abigail begins to call out more and more people for witchcraft, and everybody turns into chaos.
My character in this play is John Proctor. He is the main man in this play. I believe deep down that he was truly a good guy. It's just that he'd made a lot of mistakes in his life that ultimately gets him killed in the end.
So Abigail Williams is a 17-year-old malicious, sniveling, crazy character. She will do anything to get what she wants. She is a bully, she is conniving, it's beautiful and it's crazy at the same time.
Men's history or a woman's history, but a human history. We're all together and support one another.
Big Love is a comedy, it's a dark comedy, and it's about 50 brides marry 50 of their cousins. And they had to sign a contract when they were born that they had to marry their cousin. So they flee to this home in Italy, and they are just trying to constantly get out of this situation because they don't want to marry these men, and just seeing how outrageous all these characters are.
And so?
I play Constantine. Constantine is a little bit more hard-headed and isolated emotionally. He has an idea for his brothers, the American dream, the American life, but the fun thing about playing Constantine and being Constantine is that he has a character arc where you can really add some depth into his character, since he does start off as more hard-headed and isolated and stubborn. So it's fun to see how those things contrast with him.
I love Italy!
Well, so do I.
I play Lydia, and Lydia is kind of the in-between character. She plays a realist and a dreamer. She has hopes and dreams of finding love, but then she realizes, well, you know, I gotta play it safe. I gotta stick with my sisters, and I gotta go with what they're saying, and maybe not find love.
It's the curse! The curse is the... It's the curse!
Play On is a play within a play that is about this murder mystery story called Murder Most Foul, where we're seeing the behind the scenes of what happens when tech goes terrible, when the dress rehearsal, something bad happens, when their props aren't there for them, when they miss their cues, when they forget their lines on stage, when they're so nervous that they're like, ah.
My character is Phyllis Montag, and she's the playwright of the Play Within a Play. She's kind of really silly. She's not very put together. She's really perfection-oriented. She keeps on coming back and rewriting the script over and over again, and she kind of messes up, and she's really silly. She struggles with the fact that she's kind of alone and she doesn't have anybody, and so she considers the play she's writing like her child, her one chance to kind of have her moment to shine.
Like shooting puppies with a BB gun. I poison guppies, and when I was done, I found a pussycat.
So Little Shop of Horrors is all centered around a plant. It is weird and creepy and all that goodness. And basically Seymour has found a plant, and he's decided to take that opportunity to make something out of himself, to become better than what he was. And he takes it a little too far and causes lots of problems in the process.
My character is Seymour Crowborn. He's an orphan. He lives on Skid Row. He basically is someone that wants to do more with his life but can't, and so his poverty and his place in life just kind of limits him in everything. So then when he finds the plant, he also sees it as an opportunity, and so then from there he just decides to go with it and see if he can make something of himself.
My character's name is Mushnik. He lives on Skid Row. He has this flower shop. It's just, things are just bad. I've made absolutely no money, and Seymour has been working for me my entire life. Once this plant shows up, things just get better infinitely, and I don't know how to handle money. I've never seen money, so I go a little insane.